What's going on, football fans? It is a pleasure to be back yet again. The sun is going down, and here we are yet again for our third of the day. Primetime face-off number one wasn't even a face-off. It was me talking to Tom. Our new dude Justin is going to be hosting our Indiana show. Pretty sweet. And the second face-off is pretty cool earlier. Rams and Seahawks, which that game is pretty interesting. That was a great face-off earlier between our very own Taryn Rodriguez and, of course, newcomer Brad Buckingham. Great guy. And, ladies and gentlemen, here we are tonight. It is 4:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is 7:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'm going to say there's a third time zone right now because, ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman representing the Buccaneers is all the way in England where it is 12:51 GMT. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a hand clap, please? Ladies and gentlemen, for his first of many times, hopefully here at IE Sports Radio, welcoming the English, that's right, the British Buccaneers fan who is so excited to be here because he said 13 years since their last playoff game. He's not missing this thing, even if it means stay up till 4 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to have this young man. I want to say young man because I'm probably sure he's way younger than I am. It is an honor to have him. Welcoming Tom to IE Sports Radio. How's it going, brother?
All good. Coffee and Red Bull never tasted so good.
Nice.
Great. All right, gentlemen, we're going right up to 5:50 my time, 8:50 your time, Mike, and just in time for kickoff for you, Tom, at
1:15. 1:20
a.m. GMT. Okay, so this is going to be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to boogie. I hope you're ready. We have one fan across the pond in the lovely country of Great Britain. We also have here one of my boys, man, from IE Sports Radio. He is the host of Let's Whine About Sports, former co-host of this show, 3 and Out, and great overall guy. Glad to call him a great friend of mine, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike Pat, representing the Washington Redskins. So I'm excited for this, man. Once again, representing the away team. We have diehard Buccaneers fan from across the pond, Tom, at freaking 12:52 in the morning. Get ready to watch his team go head-to-head with Washington. And once again, representing the Washington team, Mr. Mike Pat, who may have had a glass of wine.
Earlier, yes, I did.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to boogie. Because it's about that time for Prime Time Face-Off number 3 of the day. We got it, y'all. You got it. You want it. We got it. Tampa Buccaneers taking on the Washington football team. I almost said the R word. The Washington football.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful how you speak, Larry. Be careful indeed.
I must be careful. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the chat room bumping right now. Good evening, Larry. Have an amazing show. Thank you, Mr. Taryn. By the way, we are all over the world, Tom, just so you know, because this man right here, this young man right here in the comments, good evening, happy wildcard weekend, gentlemen. This young man is by the name of Yukio Udima.
Good old, yeah.
You know what time it is in Japan right now?
Actually, it's probably morning at this point in Japan. He's probably woken up. He's probably woken up already for the day, I think, at this point. I think that's why he's probably in the chat room.
Gentlemen, Yukio was watching Primetime Face-Off number 2 at 3 o'clock in the morning earlier.
Trooper.
He's a diehard. That's why he is the number 1 first overall inductee into the Hall of Fame.
That is correct. Yes, he is.
2018.
Number 1.
I feel like Tom's going to be in there soon, man. He seems like that where he's just going to be.
You haven't heard what I've got to say yet.
We'll invite him. We'll invite him to the show many times. I'm excited for that. So Taryn says Larry B is about to be 0-2 on his picks today. He had Colts and Seahawks to win today. I had the opposite. Taryn loves to gloat on things that don't matter. I'm just kidding. It's kind of funny because I picked Buffalo in my picks league, so it doesn't really matter. But I did pick the Seahawks, and they lost to a team that isn't that good.
No, that game was atrocious. I don't know if you saw, Larry, I was commenting in the IE Sports Radio group that, honestly, it just felt like Seattle was just outcoached. Outcoached that whole game by McVay. Like, it seemed like the Rams D coordinator was in the Seahawks playbook half the time. But That's not the focus of this episode. We're focusing on something else.
Oh, good. And Taryn Larrabee said the R word. No,
he did.
No,
yes, you did.
Not.
You did.
Okay.
You did.
I did.
You did once. You did once.
I did. I'm sorry.
Accidentally. By the way, Larry, I'm going to step away because now I'm seeing what my opponent is wearing. I need to get properly suited up for this, so I'll be right back. Give me 30 seconds.
Perfect, because we're gonna start this. I'll be ready to battle. Tom, you ready?
Of course. Let's go.
Let's get it. Primetime Fest number 3. Let's get down with it. Tom, starting us off, man. You are the away team. So let's start this thing off with X Factors. You love X Factors. I love X Factors. We all love X Factors.
We do.
Wonderful thing, man. Tom, tell us, man, who are your X Factors on your Buccaneers for tonight? Oh, look at that jersey. Look at that.
Rocking the burgundy. He's
rocking the gold burgundy that my girlfriend still swears is yellow. He says it's yellow.
It's an applied yellow. It's an off yellow.
I said it's gold. She's like, no, it's yellow. And she gave me the snap head movement thing too. She did, and I was like, okay, you know what? It's yellow.
Yep. And of course, this jersey 91 is of a man named Ryan Kerrigan, who I hope will spend a lot of time in the jersey that Tom's wearing in his face this evening.
Hey, it's Tom wearing Tom.
Tom is wearing TB12.
Tom is wearing Tom's jersey. I'm just saying. So with that said, Tom, give it to us, man. X Factors, who you got?
Well, 2 initials for you. It's not Emmy. It's not TB either. It's AB. Antonio Brown stepped up last week. Mike Evans obviously out with his injury for the game. Unfortunately, it's only for the game and not for tonight. Stepped up in a big way, finally seeing flashes of old, 2 touchdowns. You know, he looked like what people would expect 2, 3, 4 years ago. We didn't see it when we signed him off free agency in the middle of the season. It's taken him a little bit of time to get up to the playbook. But if Evans is only at a limited capacity tonight, then AB can slot into a wide receiver 1 job easily. Obviously, we have Chris Godwin as well. But if we're going to be looking for big plays tonight, obviously, if Tom Brady's going to try and get a deep ball off, look for AB to get in the backfield because that's going to be a key way to get down the field quickly. I don't know how many times we've been able to do it because obviously the front 7 from Washington is giving me nightmares. I don't know about any of the coaching staff and the players on the field, but if we're going to do it, AB's the man to come through for us.
I like it. All right. Mike, who's your X Factors for your Washington football team tonight?
Well, I'm going to give you 2 X Factors, 1 on each side of the ball. Now, for the offensive side, he used the AB. I'm going to go pretty close to those initials. I'm going to say AG. Antonio Gibson, rookie running back. This guy was a revelation for the team, 3rd-round pick. Not a lot of people expected a lot out of him, but he had a great rookie season. And with Tyler Heineke starting, and Alex Smith is officially out of the game tonight. With Heineke starting, this team is going to have to lean on its run game, and Gibson's going to be a major part of that. When he has been on, this offense has been rolling. So he's going to be a major factor, the X factor for the offensive side of the ball. And for the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to go with another rookie, the man who may or may not win Defensive Rookie of the Year, Chase Young. Look, history has shown, you go back to the 2 Super Bowls against the Giants, other playoff losses, the best way to stop the GOAT, Tom Brady, he is the GOAT, the best way to stop him is to get in his face and get the pass rush and get home and collapse the pocket. And we've got other great defensive linemen that can get the job done, but the man is going to be Chase Young, because if Chase Young can kick it off, then the rest of the defensive linemen follow, and that's going to be the only way we stop the Bucs is if we make TB12 frazzled in the pocket.
I like it. Both of you gentlemen have wonderful X Factors because you clearly see the true powers of your guys' teams, and I think you said them very well. And, of course, that jersey you're wearing there, Mike, that guy's a man monster. I don't know what the hell he is, but he was not born of a woman. He was made in a lab.
Probably.
That's no disrespect to his mom. I'm sure she's a wonderful lady. But I'm just saying.
I would imagine, yeah.
I'm sure, though, she would probably say to him, wow, that came out of me? Like, I keep monsters. So, yeah. But, okay. Really quick, Taryn, I will address this. Lost team that's not that good. I represented the Rams earlier. Says, Rams are definitely good, I guess. No Aaron Donald starting. QB is out. They're on the verge of winning on the road. Are you sure the Seahawks aren't overrated? It's less overhyped. Okay, they kind of were. My bad. I was just kind of pulling for them a little bit. But okay, good stuff though. Marcus, what up? What up? What up? No, what up to you, brother? Yes, in a crispy black IE Sports Radio tee. Doing my best, y'all. Having fun here. So with that said, gentlemen, let's get on to the lightning round and talk some crap. You ready to talk some crap, Tom? You ready for some crap talking? Let's have some fun.
Why not?
Have some fun talking some crap. So Tom's like, it's 1 a.m. I can do anything right now. This is great. So
could be waking the neighbors up in a minute.
I know. With my loud self probably, but all right, let's do the dang thing, man. So start us off, of course, the away team. Talk about that team in burgundy, or if they wear white, because for some crazy reason they always seem to wear white. They're like a baseball team, they wear white at home. I don't know why they do that, but anyway, with that said, talk some crap, Tom. Let us know.
Okay, well, let's start off with Washington's quarterback. I've got 2 things to say here for Washington's quarterback. Number 1, okay, his name is Taylor Heineke. That sounds like a creative player on Madden. Okay, this is an NFL quarterback that's coming in. Well, we say NFL quarterback. We haven't really seen much of him in the NFL. He's suddenly going to be thrown into a playoff game at home against a team that are peaking at just the right time. Okay. Number 2, right? Do you guys see who this is? I'm not sure if it comes out very well. Do you see this is number 3? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? Yeah? Famous Jameis? Yeah? I would still rather have famous Jameis than Taylor Heineke if I was a Washington fan, okay? So, we know how Bucs fans feel about this man who wasted 5 years of our lives. So, he's going to be facing a defense, by the way, in Tampa Bay that are, I'm not going to say underrated, but if you think that Washington, and by all means, Washington's defense is good, the Bucs have got enough on them as well to get the job done here. You're looking at Shaq Barrett and Ndamukong Suh in the trenches. Devin White's not going to be in the game, unfortunately. But, if I'm Taylor Heineke, I might be really sort of evaluating my life right now because I'm about to be thrown to the wolves. Well, thrown to the Bucs.
Woo! I thought he was going to say I wasted like $20 on this little thing. That's what I thought. I
did. I got this from in London. There's a little store that does all these pop figures. It's the only one I've got in this house. It's cursed. I put this on my coffee table when we played the Saints on Sunday Night Football because I thought, it'll be a voodoo doll. Yeah, the voodoo doll was on me. Jameis was then in the game for the second half. Let's not talk about that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well now that you just went off on the Washington football team, what are the weaknesses that you see on that team that you feel that your Bucs can exploit tonight to win this thing on the road?
Well, sorry, you talking to me then? My mic cut out.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. One more time. What are the weaknesses that you feel that your Buccaneers can exploit on the Washington football team to win this thing?
Well, I kind of just said it there. The offense is, I'm British. I don't want to, insult my esteemed gentlemen here. We don't do that over in this country. We're quite polite and proper. The Washington offense is probably one of the worst in the NFL. When Dwayne Haskins was in the team, the numbers or sort of the overall metrics were actually slightly higher than what we saw with Alex Smith. And now we're going below Alex Smith for Taylor Heineke. It's kind of unproven. They could drop a 40 burger on us, and this is going to sound brilliant in all of those blooper reels in the next few weeks. But there is nothing there for us to be scared of. Obviously, there's Terry McLaurin. I understand that. There's Antonio Gibson. But you're looking at the number 1 rushing defense in the league. And that's without Vita Vea, who is, you talk about man mountains, that guy was, cast out of concrete. So I'm very confident that we're going to reduce the football team to not a lot of points. It's just whether their front seven gets to the GOAT. The GOAT doesn't get got to, not in the playoffs.
I hear fire in his voice. Mike, well, let's go ahead and drop real quick. Dude, Taylor Heineke versus Tom Brady is going to be Dave versus Goliath. If Brady doesn't get sacked or pressure, your defense deserves to be paddled. Then from around the world, Yukio, Washington is the team that prevented the Steelers from winning 13 straight games. Guess who Yukio cheers on? His Steelers. So, yeah. And, of course, Taryn, Washington's QB situation has been a nightmare. They lost Kyle Allen to injury, Dwayne Haskins to bad decisions, and Alex Smith has been dinged up. They'll take anyone at this point. All right.
Yep,
Mike,
that's true.
talk some crap, Mike. And then, of course, what are some weaknesses that you feel your team can exploit? And then, of course, address what Tom said. Does he got a point, or are you like, stop it, Tom, you're delusional. It's 1 a.m. Stop it. So what do you think, man?
Oh, no, he absolutely has a point. I mean, Tyler Heineke, I thought he was going to make a play on Heineken with his last name. That's the one that I've heard common with his last name. I mean, you're talking about a guy that has almost virtually no starting experience in the league. But what does that give Washington? The element of surprise. Because I guarantee you, Tampa Bay has no idea what to expect out of this kid. He could come out and look like freaking Jared Goff did tonight for the Rams, or he could come out and look like he won't look like Josh Allen. That's awfully big, but he could come out and surprise some people, and that's what could win Washington this game. I'm not going to say it will win it, but what could. He made a mention of Tampa's number one run defense, and that's true, but the Washington has a really strong interior offensive line. They like to get pushed. Brandon Scherr, first team All-Pro. He's going to move the line. Chase Roulier, solid center. Wes Schweitzer has been a pretty good revelation for us. We're a run-blocking team, and it's going to be strength on strength. It's going to be run defense against a run team. Now, I don't have a ton to say really about Tampa Bay because overall they're a pretty good team. Their secondary's a little young, but unfortunately that's the weakness of Washington is the passing game. So, I mean, what can we do there? Terry McLaurin can only do so much. I don't know what kind of rhythm he has with Heineke. And on offense, the worst thing I can say is that the run game, inconsistent. Who knows? They could run for 150 yards. They could run for 20 yards against our front seven. So, inconsistent run game. You've got a quarterback that can't move.
And how ironic is that Mike is the one who stops moving right when he says can't move.
You didn't see Brady roll out last week with that touchdown pass to Antonio Brown. He's 43. He runs quicker than I do.
The old man still got some wheels. Well, hopefully Mike comes back. I don't know what the hell happened to Mike. Hopefully he's still here. That was kind of odd.
Tom Brady disconnected his internet.
Tom Brady said, "No, sir." Well, while we wait for Mike, because that was a bummer. While we wait for Mike to get back here. All right, Tom. Well, so far what he was saying, man, what do you think? I mean, what do you think? Do you think he's got a point? And of course, I mean, I don't know if he's still there, but maybe you should tell him that he's the one who's delusional, and he's not even 1 o'clock in the morning like you are.
Well, I mean, I agree. Like, there is an element of surprise here with the Washington offense with Taylor Heineke, and he says the Bucs coaches don't know what to expect. The Washington football team doesn't know what to expect, and the coaches don't know what to expect, and the fans don't know what to expect. I agree. He could pull a Tim Tebow. It can happen. We've seen it happen. That doesn't mean it will happen. Cinderella stories only happen so much in real life.
Absolutely.
And you'd like to think that, okay, it's been 13 years since there's been a playoff game for Tampa Bay. Almost everyone in that organization will have not had the experience for the Bucs. Obviously, Brady's come in and Gronk's come in and they've got experience elsewhere. But, there's a mentality that's trying to be changed at this football club. And if you want to make that mentality stay, you win games like these. I've looked at the spread. We're 10-point favorites. You don't lose these games. There can be surprises. We've just had one with Los Angeles beating Seattle. That's the one surprise of the day out the way. Now normality resumes.
He said you only get one surprise a day, and that's the one. So I love it. I love it. You know what? Good stuff there. And well, Mike, like I said, I don't know what happened to him, but maybe if we get him back, I hope we do. But if not, it's all good. We're about to.
Hey, sorry, dude. I scared him off.
I guess so.
He quits. He went.
Terrence says here in the chat room, Bill Belichick disconnected his mic. Man, this is great. But I'll tell you, great stuff, man. And all right, so talk to us here, Tom. Tell us, man. What is your game plan? Talk to us, man. What must your Buccaneers do tonight? What is it? What special anything? That could be anything from a game plan to specific plays to utilizing certain players to what the hell they got to do, pressure. What is it they have to do to make this thing happen tonight?
It's 3 words. It's just carry on. Just carry on. They peaked at the right time now. We've had 4 straight wins. I know it's against inferior opposition with Atlanta twice, Detroit, and whoever else you pay escapes might have been the Panthers. They've all just been 4 glorious weeks these last 4 weeks. All you got to do is the same thing. We know what our strengths are. We know that Brady, when he has time, he will deliver. We've seen it many, many times, and not just this year. We know we have a star-studded offense. Gronk's coming back into the game a little bit more. AB, we've talked about. Mike Evans is playing. We'll see how much. Chris Godwin's playing. Everything's there to light up, the scoreboard. Yes, we have to make sure the O-line for Tampa Bay stays solid. Okay, it's been kind of not really talked about, and everyone just assumes that the Washington defense is going to feast. It can happen, but this O-line is pretty underrated. You've got Ryan Jensen in the center, who's a nasty player, absolutely nasty player. Alex Kappa, a guy who's not really been talked about, and that's for, normally when O-linemen aren't talked about, it means they're doing their job. He's been doing his job quietly all year. Who else in that O-line? And we've got Ali Marpet as well, the guard. Just a solid player. Like I say nothing special. He's doing his job. He's making Brady comfortable. When that happens, good things happen for us. And also, we haven't even talked about him yet, but Ronald Jones, he was really, really shy of 1,000 yards. Yeah, Ronald Jones the second. Sorry, you're right. My apologies. He just missed out on 1,000 yards this season. He's kind of been hot and cold. He had the 98-yard run against the Panthers, which kind of like his breakout run. That was on the, I assume, SportsCenter top 10 plays. We don't get that in England, so I'm just assuming that was on there. He looked like something that we would expect because he's now in his third year. He's finally looking like what we hoped for when we drafted in the second round. He can get his wheels going because there's no Shady McCoy tonight, so it'll just be a straight 1-2 between him and Leonard Fournette. They can get some run going as well. It's all about just getting that scoreboard up for Tampa Bay. If the scoreboard keeps ticking over for us, Washington are going to have to do the same, and they are going to have a much bigger challenge at getting that scoreboard up than we are, purely based on what's on each other's offensive game.
I love it, man. You're already on your way to becoming a Hall of Famer because I love what you here. That was funny. I didn't think about that. He is Ronald Jones II. I was doing USC Fight On.
You were right though.
Because he is Ronald Jones II, which is pretty funny. But no, I completely agree. You know what? That offensive line is my favorite offensive line in the entire NFL. And there's a reason for that. 3 of your 5 starters are all from lower divisions. That is the coolest thing. You have Ali Marpet, came from Hobart, Division III, okay? Division III football. I played Division III, okay, in the NCAA. The people don't really take it serious. You have the young man you guys just drafted this year out of St. John's. I forgot his name, but he's
West?
Yes, freaking monster. And then, he's out of, and then you have the other young man that came out of Humboldt State, Chase or Chaz or something like that. I forgot his name, but Alex something, but
there's Ali Marpet. I don't know who you're thinking
Ali
of.
Marpet, but you have 3.
Alex Kappa.
Kappa. You guys have 3 offensive linemen that are from smaller schools. Of course, Kappa came from FCS D1 AA, but still 2 Division III starters and an FCS player that are all 3 starters on this Buccaneers football team. You have 2 other guys, of course, that came from a higher Division I. But all I'm saying is gosh damn it! If this team is not made of fighters, you have Leonard Fournette, who literally has got thrown away by the Jacksonville Jaguars. I still don't understand why they would do that, but whatever. We have Mike's back. Hey, we got Mike back.
All right, cool.
Mike has returned.
You don't want to know what we've been saying about you.
Oh boy, I can only imagine.
It's been fun, man. I'll tell you, but I'm just saying, you know what, Tom, your team, man. That offensive line is my favorite in the league. They are my favorite in the league. You have 3 lower division players who are starting on the offensive line. You have Ronald Jones, who was a star in college, but he's been doing his best there at SC. Terrence is here. Ronald Jones, the beast, fight on, absolutely fight on. You have him there. Brady, of course, everyone talked about him not being able to work in Belichick's system, and he wouldn't work somewhere else. Gronk, after all the surgeries he's had and come back from retirement. I mean, gosh dang it, the list goes, man. You guys are just a team of fighters, and then it's cool because you look at you look at the Washington football team, and you see a defense that. It's like, where are you? The names are there. Like, where are you? Like, like we don't see. It's like having a team of all-stars and they go like 8-8. Like, we're waiting for that giant season. So they've had a good, pretty good pull. But this game is going to be full of so much awesomeness, and I'm so excited. So, Mike, with that said, we'll finish with you with your game plan. We already heard from Tom his game plan. We only got 6 minutes left here before kickoff. So, Mike, give it to us, man. What is your game plan for your Washington football team to win this thing tonight at home?
Well, so step number 1, you got to keep the Bucs offense off the field. This is a really good offense. Not just the guys who you guys have mentioned, Brady, AB, Gronk. They also, I believe, is Chris Godwin still playing? I'm assuming, I haven't heard whether he's still playing. He's a really good receiver. The offensive line is good. They've got good running backs. This is an offense that will score points. They will score points no matter how good your defense is. So the key is going to be to keep them off the field, control the clock, run the ball. Don't just use Antonio Gibson as well. J.D. McKissick out of the backfield. I don't care if he has 10 catches for 50 yards. If he's getting 5 yards a catch, boom. Just, that's a first down every 2 plays. Be methodical, slow, deliberate. Don't let them get in the rhythm. Don't let them stay on the field. This is exactly what I said. Was it last year or 2 years ago, Larry, that I was on the primetime face-off with Kylam Reynolds against the Saints, and I told them this exact same game plan, and they did the exact opposite, and they got blown out. Just saying. By the way, it's my cat in the background. Say hello to my cat, internet world. And so that's on offense. We have to be methodical, slow, long drives. If they end in field goals, so be it. Touchdowns would be great, but get points slowly and methodically. And then on defense, I've already alluded to it. You got to get after the quarterback. I know it sounds simple. That's every team's game plan every week, but Washington's got a defensive line that's built to do it. They don't really have. They've got good corners on the outside, but they don't have anybody who matches up great with the tight ends. Not just Gronk, but if they happen to use, I don't know if anybody's hurt or not, but Cameron Brate and O.J. Howard. I know they've got those two. I don't know if they're hurt or not, but if they're involved in the game, we don't have anybody that can match up against 3 6'6" tight ends. I'm sorry, just is it a thing that we've got? So getting after the passer, trying to make Brady uncomfortable and give him as little time to throw as possible.
You've stunned him into silence.
Apparently, my gameplay was so good it just froze him.
We didn't even talk about OJ Howard and Cameron Brate, and that's mad because it shows that the depth that's in this Bucs offensive.
It's a really. Before the season, Tom, I picked the Bucs to win the division over the Saints. I thought this is, and they were a really good team. They just missed it by 1 game. Ish happens.
We did, but obviously we were quite a few games behind the Saints in the last few weeks. It kind of evened itself out a bit, and the division was gone by the time that they beat us or whomped us on Sunday Night Football. But you look at the names on there and the way that we could play. We could be like the 99 Rams, but it hasn't quite clicked that way. But it's fine. Brady got 40 touchdowns this year, and I think it was 12.
Right, exactly.
That's if you're not doing 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions like the bloke I just showed you on the figurine last season. That is literally the difference.
Right. By the way, Tom, fun fact, I'm actually a Florida State University alum, and my senior year at FSU was Winston's red shirt year.
That's awesome.
So I got to see him on the sidelines. I didn't get to see him play, but I got to see him on the sidelines. And of course, what happens? I graduate, he starts, they win the national championship.
See, Winston had his off-field issues, and we like to. The Bucs.
Oh my God, atrocious off-the-field issues. Good God,
mad. Those 5 years. I'm probably going to be 20 years closer to death than I would have been if he hadn't been our quarterback. Because I've never seen someone like it. So the London game last year was Bucs Panthers, and I got to go, which was amazing. And the guy threw, I think, 6 interceptions, was sacked 3 times, I think 2 fumbles. It's just, you've never known a player that can turn it on, but then also turn it off just as quickly. And he started his career at Tampa with a pick 6. He ended his career in Tampa with a pick 6.
Naturally.
The most beautiful, The football gods made it so.
Everything comes full circle.
That is awesome. Gentlemen, man, I was crazy. My power went out, and now my girl's over here holding her light on me with her cell phone. You got to love all the mishaps, man. 2020 is just a little sprinkling on 2021. We're not looking up. And so, with that said, guys, that is actually going to do it. Man, that was a lot of fun. I'm so glad. Kickoff is moments away. I'm so glad you gentlemen were able to join us here tonight. Now we got to get one thing straight here. We need some final scores.
I knew this was coming. Yep.
Rams, of course, thank you, Taryn. Rams did defeat the Seahawks 30-20, so they're on their way to the next round. And well, Taryn says I like Washington's resilience and defense, but the Bucs are too experienced and loaded offensively. Well, we shall see. So give us your final scores, everybody. Taryn says the Bucs win it 31-13. Sorry, Mike. Tom, what you got for us? Final score?
I've gone for 31-10. I think it might be close to start with, but we'll pull away in the second half.
Man, Mike, the disrespect.
No, that's fair. I cannot in good conscience, after picking the Bucs on my show, I cannot in good conscience pick them to win right now. So I'm going to say we keep the Bucs down a smidge. I'm going to say 24-10, but there's absolutely no offense for us.
Bucs fans never had Tom Brady. We're not 10-point favorites in games. Like, this is all new to us. I don't know how to react. It's 1 a.m. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
You guys,
bring back Chris.
Yukio says here.
Hey, I'll give you Tyler Heineke for the night.
That'll make me feel better. I'll be like the Mike Glennon here all over again.
Yukio says here, many Japanese fans find Tom Brady to be an advantage, but even Homer sometimes nods. I can't wait for the kickoff. This is going to be awesome, guys. I'm so excited for this. Let's do the dang thing. Mike, final score one more time.
Bucks 24, Washington 10. I think it's probably like 17-3 at halftime, and Tampa's just like, you know what, we got this, and they just don't really like do a ton in the second half.
A big possibility, gentlemen. So with that said, that is gonna do it for tonight's show. I'm so dang excited for everything, man. We have had such a fun one. This has been a crazy kooky day on air, but it's all good. We have another 3 shows tomorrow. Oh boy. Well, here we go. We have half of the weekend, gentlemen. Best luck.
Did we lose him again?
You couldn't have timed that better, could you?
Yes. Well, since Larry's breaking up, I will give the proper send off to the show. Tom, good luck to your Bucks tonight. I hope for a good, clean football game. We'll see how the results go. Larry, thank you for at least attempting to come back with us tonight despite all the issues. And, of course, please check out all the other awesome shows here on IE Sports Radio. I will be going live with Let's Whine About Sports on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, whatever that is, Greenwich Mean Standard Time or whatever time zone you're in, Tom. And Larry, 1. Go ahead and tune in at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's have a great rest of our wildcard weekend. Go football team. That's awkward.
Guys, hey, take care. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys soon.
All right, Larry.
Take care, guys. All right. Well, there we have it, man. What a great one. That was a lot of fun here tonight. And with that said, my girl's arm is getting tired from holding the phone over there, so I got to end this thing here. But what a great we had a lot of fun. Tom's still with us. Yes, I'm taking the Buccaneers to win this thing tonight. It should be 35. I'm going to be nice and give them 17 points. I doubt they will get it, but if they do, that's nice to them. I'm being nice. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. That is all. Tom, where can they find you, man?
So on Twitter at TJ_Bloomfield, and also part of the Bucks UK Nation. So check out bucksuk.org. Been around since 1984, the original Tampa Bay Buccaneers UK fan club, but we'll have anyone. You know, everyone's coming on the gravy train. We take all comers, early or late. Go Bucks.
That's what it's all about. Hey, Tom, take care, man. Have you a wonderful early morning enjoying the game over there. Best luck to your Bucks tonight, and we'll see you soon, brother. Take care, man. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And like I said, man, you're welcome on the show any given time, man.
Awesome. See you in a bit.
Take care, man. All righty, y'all. That is going to do it for Tom, for Mike, and for myself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun one. John Rodriguez here. Of course, thank you very much. Yes, I know. My bad for my stupid power. But Terrence says, nice closing, Mike. This is why he was former host of 3 and Out. Absolutely. Hail to the football team. Bucks are winning, though. Absolutely. And Yukio, good luck to Tom Brady. Good luck to Washington. Well, that's going to do it for the show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back tomorrow morning with some more Primetime Face-Offs. With that said, y'all, this is me, your boy Larry B. Bring it to you live on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday night. Enjoy yourselves, y'all. Take care. And as always, God bless.